And I was really hesitant to watch his documentary when it first came out about his life. And I avoided it, even though like in my gut, I'm like, I got to watch this thing. I got to see what this is, you know, what this is about. And then when I watched it, I kind of changed, you know, my tune about like him in general. Sure, people make mistakes in life. Sure, you know, you go to Juilliard, you're arrogant, you were a huge star with movies like Heat and all that, which is another big fan favorite of mine. And you know, you're handed everything for years. Nobody says no to you. This industry does really, you know, fuck with people on a level that they don't live in the same world that we do. Some of these actors, some of them I've experienced are so down to earth and absolutely fantastic, and some of them, like Val was fucking on cloud nine. But I'm watching this documentary and I see the whole section where his brother had died in a swimming pool or a jacuzzi or something like that, and at the family home, and he was so young, and I think Val was young too. I don't know if he was like 12 or 13 or something like that. But he, you know, and I thought, God, Jesus, like, you know, how do you manage that at a young age? You know, or he may have been 16 or something. I can't remember I'd have to go back and watch the documentary again. But I just remember like the light switch just kind of flipped for me, and I went, okay, you know, and I realized that, like, you know, because of the cancer that he had gone through and the damage to his vocal cords and having a trach and all this other kind of stuff, that his life, you know, he wasn't able to perform and act the way he could have acted in Hollywood. You know, nobody was hiring him. He had done one movie where he played a serial killer where he didn't speak, or somebody overdubbed his lines or something like that in post-production. I thought that was, you know, I was like, oh man, this is hard for him. And you know, my dad passed away at 63 from cancer. You know, Val's 65 from pneumonia, but let's be honest, all of it's interlinked, because if he didn't have the trach, you know, he probably wouldn't have gotten a lung infection, you know, with the vocal cords. I think they had removed, you know, part of his jaw and stuff like that. And so, you know, and a lot of that's radiation damage. You know, I have another friend that had throat cancer, and they had to mess with his jaw and stuff too. And so, like, you change your perspective as a human about Val, and the trauma that he went through as a kid, and all that shaped who he was.